how would we generate a quote based upon a part to send to the customer?
What I can do is I can create a sales order document. And a sales order document has a bunch of types, right? And one of the types that it has quote, right? So it has a quote. I'm going to select a quote type. I'm going to pick my customer. Customer is Biogen here. All right. And I'm going to save that. Okay. And now, I probably did it in the wrong system. But it works the same. No, I better do it in the other system here. Let me go in that other system. It's better set up. Okay, let's go back into sales order. And let's add a sales order. Okay, it's a type quote. Order type. I'm going to want to pick quote. Give it a customer. All right, let's get a quote number. Good. And now let us add an item, and it's going to be custom prototype item. You can name it whatever you want. This is just what I've named it. And how many do they want? They want 6 of these. Okay. Okay, I want that. I want to generate this. It goes here, it says generate work order. It'll generate a work order. Okay. But when I open it, you'll notice that the status on this is quote. It's now a quote worksheet. So, and what happens is, if you're fortunate enough, you would go through in that same whole process where I went through and I added components, I added my aluminum plate. That same whole process where I go through and do that, okay, that'll all work, right? And I'll save it. And then I'll go through and I'll push the prices back. Yeah, this is something I'm working on here. It works for, okay. But I can push the prices back to the line, right? And so then when I go back to the sales order, I'm in the wrong system, sorry. Let's go back to the sales order here. If we go back to the sales order here, okay, one of the things that it can do is if I go here and I go, which is the operation here? I can print the quote if I want for the customer.
Okay.
So it would print the quote and we could give it to the customer. But that's right. I copy. That's right. And then I add a new one. And then I paste.
You're in the quotes, Phil.
There we go. And I paste it as a sales order.
Thanks, Roger.
So does that copy of the quote, just the original quote, does that just sit in the system forever?
No, what happens is that actually becomes, if it never goes anywhere, it sits there forever. If you never turn the sales order from a quote into an actual sales order, copy it into a sales order, it just sits there by the sales order and the quotation. They go hand in hand. If you turn it into the sales order, a quote into a sales order, actual order, then what happens is that worksheet now becomes your live worksheet because it had all your quotation work on it. And again, as you go through the manufacturing process, it's going to collect all your overages, all your changes, whatever you want, if you're accurate, and put it on there. And then the nice thing about that in the one-off business is you've got an accurate as-built history. You know, you attach your documents, you attach your G code, you attach everything you have in there that might be useful if you're asked in future to, there's a fire, they want to replace some piece of equipment you built. Well, where's all that information? Well, the work order can be your your as-built gathering of all that information. I've got my purchasing information, my manufacturing information. I've got everything there. So, yeah, you've got that. And if you go back and look at the original sales order that was a quote, it is actually still linked to the work order. And when you go to the work order,